Of course. You know what? I would say this. Your competitor can make you better. So Larry Bird, I lost to him in the NBA championship. And he made me go back and reassess myself and take self-evaluation of myself and say, hey, I got to get better. So I worked extremely hard that whole summer to get better because I didn't play as well as I wanted to in that NBA championship series against Larry Bird in 1984. So I came back and reinvented myself, and I was a much better player the next year, and we were able to win the championship back in 1985. And then Michael Jordan, the same thing. You go up against the best, and you get to see if you need to improve and get better. Because sometimes if you play long enough, you're going to fail. You're going to lose games. But it's how you act after you lose that game in terms of going back into the gym and getting better. And every time I lost, I went back into the gym and got to be a better basketball player. So I owe Larry Bird a lot, and I owe Michael Jordan a lot. So it took me a while to really understand what I had to do to live for a long time. So I asked my doctor, I said, what do I have to do to be here for a long time? Because I want to grow old with my wife. I want to see my sons get married. I want to see my daughter get married. And I'm blessed right now because I do have 2 grandchildren. And so my whole focus was to do everything right. So the doctor said the first thing you got to do is be comfortable with your new status. So I said, okay, I can be a positive person because I've been a positive person my whole life. So he said, the next thing you got to do is make sure you take your meds. And so I'm a disciplined man. So I take my meds every single day. And then the last thing he wanted me to do is make sure I still worked out and took care of my body and get some exercise. So I do that every single day, 5 days a week. And so it's really been a blessing to be here this long and also to encourage others who are living with HIV, and not just HIV, anything else, to have a positive attitude and do everything you're supposed to do so you can be around for 30, 40, 50 years. And so I try to encourage everybody. If they're down, I'm gonna pick them up, get them going, motivate them, and provide some hope for them. High five them, hug them, so just get them going. Because I love life. I love living. Well, I think for me, when I thought about my transition from basketball to business, I said, I've always wanted to be a businessman. And so I actually took a lot of great businessmen to lunch when I was a basketball player playing for the Lakers. So I said mentors were going to be a key to my success. So the first mentor I had was Dr. Jerry Buss, owner of the Lakers. And so I made sure that I surrounded myself with great business minds. And even today, I do the same thing. I admire a lot of great businessmen. I read their books. And I love to gain knowledge. I love to learn. And so for me, I started really with Howard Schultz, CEO of Starbucks. And we built 125 Starbucks together. And that's really what jump-started my business career. And it got me going. And now I have a lot of different businesses, owner of the Dodgers, the Major League Baseball team, the Los Angeles Dodgers. I own a soccer team here, LAFC in Los Angeles, and then also involved in women's basketball, the WNBA, LA Sparks, and into esports, a team called Team Liquid, which we're one of the best teams in the world. So I enjoy investing in businesses, and also have an infrastructure business called Johnson Loop Capital, JLC. So we have contracts with airports across the country. So I do a lot of different things, and I'm so happy to be in business. But the reason I'm where I am today is because of a lot of mentors. So I owe a lot of people big thank yous for giving me advice, and they continue to give me advice today. And then what I'm motivated to do is pass on that same advice to other young men and women who are coming up behind me.